Good evening, wherever you may be. Call me Félix. I'm here at Mercato Centrale Night Market in Bonifacio Global City, one of the most popular night markets in Metro Manila. And I'm here about an hour and a half earlier from opening, which is about 6 o'clock, so that we can snag a table to have for the rest of the evening, so we can have, unencumbered 4-hour food trip or something to that effect. So would you join me to, watch us pig out on food, street food? Couple of things to note about this market. Google Maps will want to put Mercato Centrale, the location, right around where Uptown Mall is. It's actually on 25th and 7th here, where this astronaut painting is, which I'll just call Major Tom, just because I'm a David Bowie fan. So, just know it's Major Tom that's here. And you'll want to get here at least an hour early to get a table. And the reason for this is, this market is actually quite small, but there's a lot of options. And on weeknights it gets a little tricky, and we're here on a Thursday night, because a lot of office workers come down here between 5 to 6 p.m. and there's barely a table available, and nobody's really moving. So this is what we did our first night here, but we were just canvassing the market. So tonight I actually just had a contingency plan. You just put an octogenarian old man here just to reserve your seat. And of course, no one can say anything about that, so that's why he's here.
Hi ma'am, sir! Order na po tayo, sir! Yes na, oh!
How much for 3?
3 pieces, 100. Wala! Wala pa lang! Thanks, thank you! Hi ma'am, order na! Mga pagkasabay. 200 lang po! Di putang yung kaya. May sarong hotdog sa akin, ma'am. Pag din naubos ko natin sa iya.
Now, I don't know about you. I never really like eating skewers straight from the skewer, and I always just take the meat off and then just dip it into the vinegar myself. I don't know. I don't really like getting that messy. So I'll take this piece here. Some vinegar here. Next up, I have some lumpia here, 3 for 50 pesos only, which is about 3 for $1. Pretty solid deal. And with some vinegar, of course. I'll dip it in some of that vinegar, though. It has some onion, some carrot, some cucumber, and makes it more of sweet vinegar. And the chicken-isaw has just arrived, which is chicken intestine. And we should try the lumpia out first. And just dip it in this. Hot out of the fryer. It's full of bean sprouts and some pork, it looks like. And it's quite nice. And of course you need the vinegar for it to, cut out the richness. Alright, just taking the isaw out of the skewer, and I'm gonna dip this in the vinegar. Oh, it's almost like spaghetti strands, this. No, I'll just get this part. It's just like it almost feels like one thick macaroni noodle or something. Or an elongated macaroni noodle. It's slightly livery tasting, but no funk at all. This is kind of like intestines for beginners if you're not used to eating it. This is a solid plate of isaw. The thing is, it's lacking a little bit of the char and the crispness that I like so much about it. So right now it's 6 p.m. and this place is already jam-packed and no one's really gonna budge here, including this old man here. To give you some perspective, let's just walk around for a little bit. This stall has the longest line for some weird reason, and it basically just... Sorry to get around that. It's basically the most popular turo spot here. Line of office workers here. Office workers, them all. So we're walking through one corner of the market. And that's the other end. And just spanning it all. And then this is where all the tables here. And lots of lechon though. Greetings.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
Ano, sir?
Hello.
Suka. Ito po.
Chili garlic, sir.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's time for the main course. We got here some bagnet, which is some crispy fried pork, with some longanisa, some tofu, some veggies, and sunny side up egg, with a side of vinegar on the side. My mouth is watering. Can't wait to dig into this one.
Oh yeah, longanisa.
And bagnet, and some tokwa, and some long beans. So I think I'll just spread the suka all over, the vinegar. There you go. I'm not gonna skimp, just dump it all in there. Even the onion and a bit of pepper. Okay. So I'm gonna get a bit of the bagnet, some long beans, some of that chili, get in there. I'll just go for the bagnet. Really crispy. It's basically a meal in a box and only for 140 pesos, which is less than $3. You can't really beat that. It's a shame that the egg is a bit cooked, but other than that, it's a nice medley of flavors. You got nice crispiness from the bagnet. You have the longanisa, which is not sweet. It's more like the Ilocano style that has a little more garlic, black pepper. It's more accentuated than the sweetness of the sugar. It's nice with the long beans and with some rice and some chili flakes on top. Nice harmony to that. Alright, no messing around here. Here we got about a half kilo of some Cebu style lechon, which is more of the spicy lechon here. There are two stalls currently that sell Cebu style lechon, and you know, we just played eeny meeny miny mo and picked the one that says, oh, it's so good you don't need sauce. So we're gonna assert that first and not add any vinegar just yet. So here goes nothing. Where's my fork? I'm gonna take a piece of meat here. And a bit of the skin, though it's hard to get with the fork. Oh, it does have skin on there. Well, better at skewering it than I thought. Alright, just take a piece of that and let's try it out. It's a little crunchy, just a teensy bit spicy. I do pick up some lemongrass on that, just like a typical Cebu lechon does, but not too pronounced. That meat is a little more chewy than I thought, but you really want that kind of chew because you just want that pork flavor to last in your mouth. So this is what it's good for. But of course, maybe I got a less tender cut, and of course didn't get the really fatty portion. So I'm just gonna take this fatty portion here because there's and I'm struggling to pick it up, as always. Whoop. Okay, there it goes. I just have to make do with that. So there you go. Nice skin to meat to fat ratio here, or really skin to fat to meat ratio. Let's take a little piece of this and let's try it out. And so the more you dig in, you really see more of the green chili here, which is more like a green Thai chili, or we call siling labuyo here. It's when you get to dig to the bottom, it's actually the spice really does permeate through the meat quite a good bit. So as you can see, got some chili here, and I think just nothing but chili and seeds really. And I give this a try. That spice is really kicking in, but I don't think it's freaky spicy. It's still quite manageable. Even if you can't handle spice, I think, you know, it's more or less like a 1.5 to 2 alarm out of a 5. So it just does a little warming feeling, but nothing too crazy. So don't be afraid to go with the spicy lechon here. And believe it or not, we finished the entire half kilo. And now it's time for something different. Completely different. Need a refreshing drink after all that salt and fat and spice and otherworldly goodness. And now for something completely different. This here is sago gulaman, which is kind of like a cane sugar drink with some tapioca pearls at the bottom. It's not quite boba, of course. And this here is pandan drink with pandan gelatin. Right? Really refreshing stuff after all that lechon we just ate. Basically, this tastes just like Coca-Cola without the carbonation, and with some tapioca at the bottom. And let's try the pandan with the gel. This tastes like pandan with like coconut flavor and really creamy. It's a little syrupy, but very nice. And you need something like this to like some creaminess to kind of cut away from all that fat, or at least, especially if you've eaten some spicy food, you'll want to drink something creamy to take the spice off or alleviate it some. Well, and that about does it for this video. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to share and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon for notifications on the next few videos, and I've got plenty of food and travel videos and other weird videos of mine. And there's that astronaut again, so just in case you get lost finding the Mercato Centrale night market, it is the one with the astronaut painting here. So from ground control to Major Tom, take care, and remember, the empire never ended. You're looking live at a goat that is live, but in a few minutes it's really soon to make its maker,